Having a payday routine is one of the best things that I have ever done for my finances. Today is July's payday, so I'm going to take you through my routine now and show you my budget. Welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Laura, and on this channel I am talking all about my journey to level up my finances. I'm doing this in a few different ways, so some of that is coming from side incomes. I also have my day job, which I do budget, which is this video, and I'm just trying to show that realistic journey of saving money from someone who was on a pretty average wage here in the UK. So I am going to take you through my spreadsheet. Before I take you through that, I do want to let you know that the spreadsheet is in the pipeline. It will be available soon. I have a couple of days next week where I'm off work, so I'm going to try and get it done then. The first one will just be the budget tab. I'll get that uploaded and there'll be a link to buy it, or there'll be a follow along video if you want to make it yourself. I think that it's good to just start with that because it's a really simple way to do it. After that, I will create a one for the spending pots as well, with maybe a few different options. But again, I want to give you the option to make it yourself, or if you want to buy it, it's there. It won't be for very much money. It'll be a few pounds. It'll be less than a fiver for sure. And I'll probably do like a little offer on it for people who have come from here. So yeah, just wanted to clear that up. I have had a really tough few months where I've just not been so good. I've been off work sick with stress, anxiety, I suppose. I just wanted to be transparent with you guys. I'm back at work now. I had a few days off because I needed to just reset, but the spreadsheet is coming. I'm not trying to just make up excuses. I'm sorry to leave you all hanging, but yeah, it's coming really soon. So let's get into it. I'm just going to open up my budget spreadsheet and screen record and take you through that now. So this is my budget spreadsheet. I have just hidden the previous months just to make it easier so I can zoom in more and show you kind of what's what on here. So I have already put in my opening balance the day before payday. This was minus £1.98. And I don't know where I've gone wrong with it. I think I might have paid for airport parking and not moved money over, maybe. I'm not sure. Anyway, that's where we are. That's why I leave a buffer in my current account. I think if this keeps happening, I would maybe just start tracking my expenses, because I think it's easy to be really on track with something, and then once you get into the swing of it, it can kind of slowly slip over the months. So just something to keep an eye on, just something to be a little bit mindful of, because I'd love to know where that's actually dwindled away to, because I've not noticed it and I couldn't tell you what it is. And I think that that's also a really important thing to mention when talking about budgets, because it is really easy to just let things slip your mind and you don't know what's what. So yeah, so I've put that in. I've put my income in. So it's payday today. I got paid £2,179.02. This is slightly up from previous months. It's just because I put a mileage claim in for going on site, so I got paid like an extra £14, I think it was, for that. So my payday balance is then calculated here, so that's £2,177.04 that we can allocate between things. So the first thing I like to do when I get paid is to figure out all my fixed costs and make sure that they're taken care of, literally like the roof over my head. I do go down to subscriptions. A lot of people have said I can save on subscriptions. I know I can. I'm not in a position where I feel like I'm really struggling with money. I'm not saving for anything huge. I mean, yes, I am putting money in savings. I am investing. I could put more in. But I think it's really important to find what your balance is. If you want to be really frugal and save up loads and loads of money so you can retire earlier, then that's fine. But I kind of want to have some kind of freedom on the way there as well. And if that means paying for Netflix or for Disney Plus, then I'm gonna do it. It's not like I'm out buying illegal substances every weekend. Like, I think we might edit that out the way. But yeah, I don't think I am spending money on subscriptions. I don't need them all. I am going to look at cancelling Audible once I've used my credits, because I thought if you cancelled, you just lost everything that was on there, but I think you just lose any credits that you haven't used. So I'm going to buy some books on there and cancel that, because to be honest, you can listen to books on Spotify now. Like things like that, I will make the saving. I'm not going to pay for things unnecessarily, but if it's something that I'm using and I can afford to do it, I will do it. If anything happens in the future where I need some more money for something, they will be the first things that fall off. Just wanted to get that clear, just so we're all on the same page. So all of my joint bills, are they all the same? Yep, they're all the same this month. our life insurance, not our life insurance, our buildings and contents did actually go up, but we're still putting the same amount in. So I am just going to leave that as that for now. Have I got a record of what it is? I don't know if I have. It's gone up to £42.84 divided by 2, 21.42. So 21, oh yeah, I'm going to just update it so it's right, otherwise it'll wind me up. So then what do I need to take that off? I need to put an extra in of 3p. So that's what our buffer's going to be. So I move over, so this total for £960 down here is everything that I move over. So our shopping is on here as well. There's £200 for shopping, so that's the food shop. It's £400 a month. There's only 2 of us living here currently. Yeah, sometimes we'll have to put a little bit more in. We did put an extra 20 quid in each this week just to get a little top up shop, but I like to keep it as that to kind of have that goal. We do sometimes overspend, but it's not by like a huge amount. So then the rest goes into the bill account. And I just put that buffer in. We were building a buffer, but £6 a month isn't, 6p a month isn't going to build much of a buffer, is it? So that's all of our joint costs done. So then this is my fixed costs I'm doing now. All of those have remained the same. It's basically just my car payment, my phone bill, and the stuff for the dog. So his insurance and his pet plan at the vets. Exactly the same. My airtime plan is really expensive. Yes, we're right. And I don't know why I've never questioned that before, but I'm stuck in a contract currently. Once I'm out of that, I will find a cheaper one. I think I used to use a lot more data. I used to be out of the house more. Now I don't leave the house, so I don't need the amount of data that I've got. So I will update that as soon as I can. So now we're moving on to subscriptions, which is what everyone is telling me to cancel. Free trade, I understand why you pull us up on free trade, but I just like the platform. I'm willing to pay for it. Plum, I am going to move my money into Monzo. So Plum, I pay for the spending pots. I used to use a lot of other features on Plum, but now I don't use it so much. So yeah, I think I said this last time, but I haven't got around to doing it yet, but I will. My fixed costs in total were £1,367.13. If I scroll down here, it tells us what I've got left. So my total left in my bank is £809 once I've covered any fixed costs. I always put 500 in my spending account. I'll go through my spending pots in a minute and show you what I do with that £500. And I always put 100 in Monzo just for tapping your card here and there. So once I've done that, we've still got a little bit of money left. So I've still got £209 in there. I always put £50 a month in free trade. This is my investment ISA, my stocks and shares ISA. I put £25 in NS&I, so that's premium bonds, that's set up on a direct debit. I haven't won yet. I want to win, so I'm going to keep putting it in. The excitement is enough. Like, I'm one of those people that'll buy a lottery ticket and I've spent the money before I've walked out of the shop because in my head I've won. So just having that excitement from premium bonds for £25 a month that I can still access if I need it. I know I lose out for inflation. It might be better off in a savings account, but I like that little extra bit of excitement having it in there. Plus, because it's on a direct debit, I don't see it happening really. I'm not manually doing it. I don't have to think about it. So that money's just nicely building up for should I ever need it. It's just going to act as a bit of an emergency fund should I need it. But in the meantime, I can win money. I like the idea that I could win. The possibility is enough for me. I've already won. So after I've done that, I've got my everything covered that I need to put in. So then I look at my total amount left. So I've got 134. As I've said, I do like to leave a buffer. Last month I left £100 in there. I might leave £100 in again and just move 34 over to my savings, just to keep it how it was. And I know 34 isn't a lot of money to be moving over to savings, but firstly, it all adds up. It'll add up quicker than you think that it will. So even if you've just got a little bit left each month, if you just put that away, that'll start to grow. If you put it in an account where you get interest, it'll also grow off the interest. And it does take time and it is really boring and it's not like a get rich quick thing, but it does help, I find. And I like seeing it. I like seeing the interest payments come in, however small they are. I'm like Scrooge McDuck. Also for my savings, I don't just have this money that goes into it. All my side hustle money goes straight into my savings as well. So any money I make on Etsy, Any money that I'm now making on YouTube, all is just put away. I'm not spending that currently. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with it. But my savings is also building up in the background from means other than my wage, is what I'm trying to say. So that is my budget done. I will, like I say, as soon as this is ready to go, I will share it with you. I just want to make the video of making it. I don't just want to give it as a link, because I do want people to have the option to kind of make it themselves if they haven't got the money, or if they want to learn to use Excel. Any more books? So it's actually Ziggy's birthday today, and we've bought him some presents that are underneath the tripod, so let's hope he doesn't want them anytime soon. And loads of disgusting snacks that I've got to like hold like this. This is a salmon hot dog. Disgusting. Disgusting. I said it was his birthday, but I didn't tell you how old he is. He's 4. So now that we've done all of that, we do have that £500 that we need to move over into my spending pots. So I will make this for people as well, but I think the budget one is quicker to do. I have this set up so there's not very many like rows underneath each one. That's just because I want to zoom out and share it on screen for YouTube. So if you would like them in a row rather than in a grid, if you could let us know that as well, because that would be really helpful. Let me know how you would like that laying out. That would be really helpful for me. This is how my spending pots are currently looking. So I do have some things coming up. So Ziggy still needs his dental. We are going to book his dental in. His food's also running out. It's an endless task. So I might use a little bit of my savings for it just so it's done, because I don't want it to be affecting his health while I'm like paying for holidays to Paris. Like I don't think that that's fair. So I think I will take that out my savings and book it in. To be fair, most of it will come out of his pot, but I don't want to be rolling it over for more months. I'd rather just pay myself back in my savings, and then it's done and I'm not worrying about it. But I do have £500. I definitely need petrol. So I'm looking at petrol over here. I have spent a bit out of some of these pots. So I did have my hair done, so that came out of self-care. Adventure money, again, going to Paris, so that will need topping up. We're going for 3 nights. We are going to do Disney. I know it's like all commercial stuff and not everyone agrees with it, but I love Disney, so I'm going to Disney. I'm going to be a big kid. Car fund and stuff isn't desperate, to be honest. There's a little bit in there. I'm not due to pay anything. I think it's April that my car insurance and my tax is due, so I don't really need that desperately, like soon, so I can leave that for now. I can leave quite a lot of stuff, to be honest. So my priorities now for this month, and it might make it a little bit boring, so I do apologise for that, but I think pig's pot for his teeth, because it's not cheap. Adventure money for Paris, so I might put 200 each in both of those. Is £500, nearly £500 enough? No, yeah, it'll be nearly 500 for Paris. I don't know how expensive things are. I know Disney's like 100 quid just for your ticket, pretty much. I do have savings as well, so I don't like to go into my savings, but I do have savings built up. I know that I will top them back up, and I'd rather do that than use a credit card. Like, that's what they're there for, to a point. I would never rinse all my savings on holidays. So for full transparency, I think I have about 13,000 in savings and my investments. I'm not touching my investments for Paris, don't worry. But also, I haven't been on a trip away abroad since 2019. So I think that if I need to pull it out of there, I will. Same for Ziggy's dental. It's not what I want to do, but I'm in the fortunate position where I do have money to do that. Like, it hurts. It like really, like, I feel almost guilty for taking it out of my savings, which is mad because it's my money. I don't know if anyone else feels like that. Like, I've gone from like not caring about money and not understanding the importance of it to not wanting to let it go. Maybe I am Scrooge McDuck. So if I need to take it out of my savings, I will. I want to avoid that at all costs where I can. If I need to top it up from my savings, I'm not happy with that. I'm not going to say I'm happy with that, but I'm okay with that. I can do it and pay myself back. Paris was a very last minute thing, so I didn't have time to save. In future, I think there was some learning there to like keep topping up my adventure money pot, regardless of whether I have an adventure planned in. Like, that's a good takeaway, I think. So £500. So I'm going to put 200 in the pig's pot. That gives us a much healthier looking, that might be enough to cover that, you know, which will be fine. Even if I have to buy him slightly less food this month, because I normally buy it on like, I get like 2 big bags when I buy it. It's not every month, but when I buy it, I get 2 big bags. So I might do that. Paris adventure money, I'm going to put in 200 in there too. So that's £400 gone. What's the date? 25th. I should know that it's my baby's birthday, which gives us £100 left to play with. So petrol, I've used a bit of petrol. I drove up to Northumberland to see my friends who had a night over up there. So from where I am, that is quite a hefty drive. I am also driving back up to the northeast this weekend, and then I'll be driving to Manchester Airport for Paris when I go there. I might put 75 in. No, because if I put see, this is where it gets tricky. So £78 is give or take. It's not 2 tanks of petrol, is it? I'm kidding myself. I'm going to put 75 in. And then I've got a little bit there. I never want my petrol to go down to zero, like the petrol pot, because I like to have that in there in case there is a reason why I need to go home. Like if there's a family emergency or something like that, I never want to be like, oh, I've got no money. Not that I would. I mean, you'd get there, wouldn't you? But yeah, I'm going to put 75 in there, which means I've got 25, the grand total of £25 to move around. Got enough in date night. I don't think I have, other than Paris and the going home for my grandma's birthday this weekend. I don't have anything that's like desperate. 25 quid. Do I top up birthdays and Christmas? I mean, out of everything, aside from my dental pot, they're probably looking the most in need. Oh, running away with myself there. It's only £25 as well, isn't it? So, I might put in. Do I? Do I? Yeah, I'm going to put a tenner in Christmas just so I've put some in. Because it is, I was right, it is coming up really quickly. It's not May, is it? It's July. So I've put 10 in there. So if I put 15 in here, then that's my £25, which is my 500. So sometimes what I like to do, you probably know this if you've watched previous videos, but sometimes I just like to split it between them. If I've got nothing that I need to put anything in, I just try and get like a nice even split, which works sometimes. And I think that just because you haven't got something on the horizon doesn't mean that you never will. And I love to like just account for it, the sense of calm that I get from being like, oh, well, I've got this coming up. Or if something comes out of nowhere, I'd be like, oh, well, I've got that money set aside for that. I'm kind of not, it's the not living pay to pay that this brings us, I think. Because if I was trying to do this out of my pay that I get, I mean, yeah, fair enough, I'd have the £500. But just tapping your card and not knowing where it's come from or what pot it's come from gives me such anxiety. I need to put the date in on here. So yeah, it gives us such a sense of calm. And I know that for a lot of people it's like overkill. Like my boyfriend thinks that I go too far this way with like tracking things and needing to organize things, but it makes me feel really calm. Like a lot of my head is really chaotic all the time. I think I probably have ADHD. I am on a waiting list. My psychologist made us put a referral in. But I also think that there might be a little bit of autism in there as well, just for the need of organisation. Like I used to organise toys. I used to organise my grandma's sewing kit when I was like a toddler. Like I used to like organising stuff in a colour and size order. So yeah, this brings me peace and I actually like genuinely enjoy it. I know that not everybody does. So I get that if it's too much for some people, but if it brings you calm and you feel more organised, and if you feel out of control with money and not understanding where things are going or where you're going to get stuff from, I think that it does really help. Yeah, I hope that it does help you just to get an idea of how you can do it, really. I like how these are looking. Dental's looking a little bit low, but my dental bill isn't going to be £500, I hope. next time I go. I think I'm there in November, so I can always add to that in the coming months. I also work for the NHS, and we are getting, I think, our lump sum the end of August, so I'll probably just put that straight into my pot. I know that that's really boring, but it is like kind of saving up for the future and for plans in the future, so it's no different to putting it towards a holiday, in my opinion. I don't know how much we're going to get. I don't think it's going to be loads, maybe 100 quid, a couple of £100, maybe. But yeah, then we'll get a pay rise off the back of that, so I can hopefully put more into savings from that. If you have found this video helpful, please like, comment, subscribe. I like the videos where people ask the audience to put an emoji in the comments if they've got this far. So if you get to here, what emoji can we have? It's Ziggy's birthday, and I've just, hold on, I'll show you. He's just been given a duck as his birthday present. What's this? Is this your duck? Is this your duck? Yes, you can have him. You can have him. And I need to check that there's a duck emoji. There's a little duck emoji. If you get this far, if you've got this far, put a little duck emoji in. A duck emoji and a birthday cake emoji for Ziggy's birthday. And everyone will wonder what's going on. But I'm interested to see how many people actually get to the end. That is it for this time. I will see you in my next video, which will hopefully actually be the spreadsheet that I was talking about. After that, it will be my dividend update. It's not been as good of a month as it was last month. I think I was riding the high of my £16 in dividends last month. Yeah. Anyway, I am rambling now, so I will see you in the next one. Bye. Poor Mr. Duck. Nice. Get him. Get the duck. Get the duck. Get him. Yeah.